Before there was Randall Cunningham or Michael Vick, there was the University of Tampa's Freddie Solomon. Known as Fabulous Freddie during his days with the Spartans in the mid-'70s, Solomon would become the NCAA's all-time leading rusher as a quarterback by the time he left school.
He was phenomenal in college. He was that entire university. Actually, when he left the University of Tampa, they shut the football program down. One of the first mobile quarterbacks that just could run the ball, throw the ball, and do everything.
It was Solomon's speed and ability to run once he had the football that impressed Miami Dolphins coach Don Shula. The Dolphins made Solomon their second-round pick in the 1975 NFL Draft. As a pro, Shula converted Solomon to a punt returner and receiver. Solomon spent 3 seasons with the Dolphins and was then traded to the 49ers. The year was 1978, and that wasn't such a good year to be playing for San Francisco. The 49ers went through a pair of coaches in compiling a record of 2-14. In the final game of that 78 season, they used 4 quarterbacks. The fourth was Solomon.
Fred O'Connor, who was the head coach at the time, came over to the sideline and said, "Who wants to play quarterback?" We all looked at each other and go, "Who wants to play quarterback? This is the NFL?" But that was Freddie's first and maybe last time that he ever played quarterback in the NFL.
The following season, Bill Walsh was hired to coach the 49ers, but the team's turnaround wasn't immediate. They went 2-14 again. But by 1980, there were signs things were changing in a big way. Joe Montana was transitioning into the starting lineup, and Solomon was paired with another wide receiver, Dwight Clark.
As soon as I came in the locker room, he took me under his wing, both receivers, both from the South. He kind of showed me the ropes and just was like my big brother, so we instantly bonded.
1981 will always be a highlight in 49er history. Walsh brought in a few new veteran players and added them to a youthful core. The result was San Francisco's first Super Bowl championship. Instrumental in the turnaround were 4 rookie defensive backs who were drafted that year and got better because of their practice time with Solomon.
Freddie used to school us. Freddie had a shake pattern in the end zone, and he would always come to the line of scrimmage looking like he was always limping.
Before the 49ers could get to that first Super Bowl, they had to get through the Dallas Cowboys in the NFC Championship game. Solomon was instrumental in the drive that led up to the play we all know now as the catch. With 58 seconds left and 3rd and 3 at the 6, the 49ers called sprint right option. Solomon was the first option, but was taken out of the play when he slipped. Joe Montana then rolled right, and the rest is history. During his 8 seasons in San Francisco, Solomon did it all. He continued to return kicks, was a dangerous downfield weapon as a receiver, and could even be counted on to return to his quarterbacking days and throw a pass.
Everybody went to sleep on Freddie, seems like. His speed level was very deceptive.
Freddie, looked like he had those short legs and they were moving really fast, but he was gaining ground.
We really never knew how fast he was because nobody really ever caught him.
Joe swings a pass out of the left, caught over there by Solomon, comes up to the 25, the 30, breaks the tackle. Down the sideline, the 40. He's to the 50, the 40. He's on his way to the 30, down the sideline, untouched, the 20. The 10, the 5, touchdown, 49ers!
We complemented each other well. He was the speed guy that could either get deep for the long ball or open it up for me underneath. Once I started catching a lot of passes and they would come up on me, then Joe would find Freddie deep.
When he's over on the other side, he's working hard to try to help me out, and I'm on the opposite side working hard trying to help him out, and this attitude has carried throughout our football team.
First down and 10 to go. Here's Montana going back to pass again. Looks down the middle, throws deep, throws it out 40 yards to Solomon. He got it at the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown for the 49ers.
Solomon won one more Super Bowl with the 49ers in 1984, before retiring a year later. But before he left, he took it upon himself to begin tutoring another wide receiver, a guy by the name of Rice.
When Jerry Rice came in and he knew he was kind of getting pushed out, he was still the first guy there to help you with a route or kind of coach you through a situation. And he was right there helping Jerry Rice from day one.
Solomon's NFL career lasted 11 years. In that time, he racked up nearly 6,000 receiving yards and scored 48 touchdowns. After leaving football, he returned to Tampa, where he worked for 2 decades in community relations with the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. Solomon continued to mentor, in this case, kids who learned life lessons through his football camps. Freddie Solomon lost his battle with liver and colon cancer in February of this year. He was 59. He's survived by his wife of 35 years, Dee.
I think without Freddie, I might not have played as long as I did in the NFL because he taught me how to be a professional football player.
I was smart enough to listen to him and gravitate toward him.
You know, when you talk about Freddie, you can talk about the football career. It speaks for itself, but the real legacy and reach of the man is in the lives, you know, that he changed in some young people at some very important times in their lives.
Freddie was a great person and a great friend, and I'll never forget it.